Right, this is kind of another estate maintenance video, although it's something that you wouldn't expect me to be doing. I often say that, do you know what, I think at least 50% of my time on the farm is actually spent doing maintenance, more so than actually farming, because realistically, and you'll appreciate this in your own home, the more stuff you own, the more stuff you've got to go wrong. And when you multiply it on the scale of a farm, there is always something broken or not right, and it's a case of trying to maintain everything. Do you know, I mean, that's what I find. The annoying thing is, I find I'm constantly rushing between jobs, so you never do anything, or you try to do it as good as you can, but you don't necessarily do it as good as you would do if you had the time, because it's just relentless. My life is relentless keeping maintenance going. So here we go, here's the clue. You wanna know what that is? Toothpick. Right, well, it's actually a trowel for cement, and we are going down to look at something I've got to deal with this week. I've got a bridge collapse. Let's have a look when we get there. Everybody out. Yeah, I've started work on it already. Look at this. I'll talk to you about this in a minute when we have a look. Big stone slab. Look at the size of that bad boy. Lifted that off yesterday. Bit of old mortar there. There's a clue of what the problem is. The lime mortar. And look at this. Right. So, you're probably aware things aren't going right. Look at this. I've just ripped the sleeve of my shirt off. Luckily it's an old work shirt. Look, this is, someone gave me a fart loading t-shirt for a present, and I didn't really want to wear it out, so I started wearing it for work. I caught that on the ring feeder the other day. Look at the flipping bruise on my arm. Look at that. Not nice. You don't want to see my ringworm either. That's not getting any better. Anyway, right, back to the bridge. Right, so we've got a stream that goes across here, all the way across our bottom fields, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bridges that cross them. Now, some of the bridges are fairly modern. When I say fairly modern, they're built with my dad probably 50 years ago, and they got concrete cylinders through them. But this one is a really old one, and it's just literally stone walls with slabs. And you can see the ruts actually. I actually did some muck spreading over here back in the spring. You might remember I did some muck spreading. Let's just put a bit of that video in. Here we go, we're just going into the field now which the poachers came. Look, you can see their wheel ruts still there. Anyway, when I did the muck spreading, as I came back over with the load, that slab fell down in there, and what's happened, the actual wall has collapsed. Now let's get down inside and have a look. Oh. So in theory, there should be a wall here, a wall holding up that slab. Look, you can see that slab going across there, and it's quite well bedded in. Now the weight of the muck spreader caused that collapse, but the realistic problem is there isn't any mortar left in this bridge. Look at it. Can you see the holes? And it's also collapsed further through. Can you see that collapse in there? So that slab's only just being held up by fresh air as well. So realistically, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to dig that out. I'm going to have to rebuild that with some cement and repoint all this if I can, before I can put that slab back on. So the wall should be about there, and that slab will then sit on it. Look, it's bloody heavy, but it'll take a lot of weight. So the part of the problem is that the machinery these days is so much heavier. This bridge was built for a horse and cart, and a horse and cart going over here, no issue at all. Big muck spreader tractor, not going to take the weight. But the other problem is, all the water in the winter floods down here, this bridge would be underwater completely. So all the mortar's washed out. So I'm gonna have to just dig this out, and there's a rebuild job next week. Let's have a look. Now the other dilemma I've got here is the bridge over the stream to get to the hay meadow. The hay meadow which I make little bales of hay out of. And I'm not able to get out here to mow this because I can't risk driving over there at the moment. The only positive is we're still fairly early. I made hay July the 23rd last year, and look, some of the muck that we spread out here. I spread this out in about March. Look, it's still here. Look at that. It's also where my traveller friends come poaching as well. Although I wouldn't mind if they fell down in that hole. But there's a fair crop of grass. Oh, there's a deer. Can we see that? Where is it? Just gone out there, look. Wow. These are the lower fields. They get all the wildlife because they're not disturbed. You know? Always makes me laugh when they say they build a housing estate and they put a nature reserve in next to it. But nature doesn't like people. Nature likes to be left alone. So the quiet of the bay, you put it next to a housing estate, what you can do, get loads of people tramping through it looking for nature. You ain't going to be there. Right, so let's have a look back here. I'm going to have to take a bit of this dirt out this afternoon. I'll come down with a shovel. Look at the ruts in here, that's made by me and that muck spreader. I won't be doing muck spreading over here again, I don't think it'll take it. Look at that, the bridge too far. Let's get my shovel out a minute, I'm going to dump that on the side somewhere. Whew. Feeling hot now. Oh, I'll show you what I've done. Let's have a look. So, I've kind of excavated this here now. You can see the line of the wall. Those two stones there, those stones there might have to come out. That is the foundations I think I can build on. Those stones, pretty solid. I don't want to take those out because that could be my footings. And it's basically skimmer stone. They've been filled with rubble on the back, I think. You can see some of it's still. Oh, is that a fossil? Looks almost like a fossil, doesn't it? I think I can scrape that back. This stone here, that's got to go. I'll take that out now. Let's have a look. Whoa! Wasn't doing anything, was it? The problem is all the roots get in, you see, and then they make a mess of this, so that's got to go. Oh, it's more work than you think. Christ. Let's just dig a bit more out and then we'll have another look. Okay, big stone's gone. Now I've got a bit more to fill in there, so I've just started digging this out here, look, because you can see a good. This seems to be the base, and then so that's all silted up, and I'm going to have to get in there, and I think I'm going to fill from this end. The stones are still solid, there's still no masonry in between them, so I need to put masonry back in as I go, I think. repoint that as I go. There's a hell of a lot of masonry in there. And then hopefully sort that out at the back. A bit dangerous though. Let's have a look when I got a bit more out. Whirly bird. You know, he's just clearing off behind me. We see quite a lot of those come over here. We must be on a little flight path. Always love to see them. Do you know, I'd always love to flipping, when you just love it, one of those landed in your field, love to get inside one of those and have a look. Must be amazing. Right, I've just cut this away from here, from this side. So we've got that side. The other collapse bits must be in about the middle. And this bit, look, it's been rebuilt. Let me just get down. Get down, get down, get down. I bet my dad did that. That's new cement. That's not lime mortar. That's concrete. Good old dad. He's had the same problem as me, look. So that's been rebuilt with modern cement and that's solid. So this side's good. We've got the bit in the middle there. You can still see. I can't see. I know I haven't got anything to climb on. Look, the mortar's gone in the middle there, look. Right. Look at these slabs though, look at them. Big chunky bits of stone. Dad did this bit, I'm doing the other. There you go, just shows the continuation of life on this farm. My dad did his bit to keep this bit going and I'm doing the other side now. And it's just continuation and continuation of maintenance. So right, I'm just going to go, I got to nip back up the farm, I'm going to get a bag. So I need to crawl in and get the stone out. Isn't it funny, isn't it? With farming, you just tackle everything. You're not an expert in everything, but you have a go, because the thing is, it's another thing where I can't afford to pay someone to come down and do this. What are they going to charge me? 2 grand or something? Come all the way down here, fix that up, it takes several days. Get the materials down here, so at the end of the day, it's down a farmer fix, isn't it? Like most things. Right, we will get this done. I got to get it done this week. I want haymaking before the end of July. Let's hope we can get this done. Right, I'm going to get a bag and then we'll be back and have another look. My brother's just getting the cows in up there. There you go, a couple of old fertiliser sacks to do. I can lie on those, take these back down, job done. Right, let's see if I can put that down in there. It's just who's coming with me into the secret passage? Oh, that's better. Alright, I wish I bought the boat. Right, there's the collapse bit. Spooky cobwebs. Right, it doesn't look so bad that side, does it? These stones have got to come out though. So let's just grab that one. Keep those separate because I want to make sure I put the right ones back where I need them. Oh, I'm not going to film all the rest of those coming out. We'll have a look when I've finished. Here we go. Oh, last one. Right. I'm going to get my torch on my phone and put this other bag down here. That's better, I've got something to lie on now. I'm going to get my phone in a minute, we'll have a little look, see what I can see with that hole. And now the old Hercules. Alright, this is a bit like potholing. Should we go? Let's go and have a look. Oh, can you see that? Big hole. Blimey. Lucky this slab ain't collapsed, isn't it? So look at that. So they can see, I can see cement, modern mortar on that up to there. That's where as far as Dad got. Look, I can see that. Look, that's modern mortar there. He's rebuilt on that side. This side he seems to have only done the far end. A little bit on there. So we need to go in now. I've got to fill that in. Look at it. Oh, bloody hell. That slab's only resting on a few thin. Let me just pull out of here. Lucky that's the middle one that doesn't take the weight. Yeah. So I'm still, let me just turn this off. Oh, what have I done? Turn my torch off. Right. I'm still happy I can deal with that. It's midsummer, thank God. Imagine if it had collapsed in, well, it did collapse partly in winter, I didn't deal with it then. Right, so I give myself a window of about 3 days to do this. So I'm going to be doing it with my brother. If I'm on my own doing it, I'll do a bit of video, but you know the score. If Tom's around, there won't be any video, which is a shame because I quite like showing you stuff. You miss out on so much good stuff, especially veterinary stuff, which mostly done with me and my brother, and we miss out on some really interesting videos there, but I can't film if he's not happy. Keeping the peace is what it's about if you're a family farm. Otherwise you'll fall out and it won't be a family farm anymore, will it? Right, I tell you what, I'm going to go back up now. Well, I'm not going to go back up, I've got to finish off here. I'm going to get some more dirt out of there, but I'm not filming any more than that now. You've seen enough of this bridge. So no, it's a bridge too far. God, I got a Buffon haircut. We're just going, at the end of this video, I'm just going to put a little bit of Harry. I'll go back up, I'm going to film it tonight. I'm going to put it on very the end. Harry is not happy. Basically, something's eaten his wheat that he's been growing in the garden. Poor old Haz, he's gutted. Right, we'll have a look at that at the end of the video. I'm just going to put this, well, just carry on with this. But there's my black stones. It's not black-eyed peas, it's black stones from out of there. Right, crack on. See you in a minute. Well, a couple of hours. Harry's wheat. I just thought I'd show you, I've got the trailer loaded up ready for when I go down and work on that bridge. Got some bags of sand, cement. This is a real old bag, it's gone rock hard. This is all new, I bought that this week. Some water ready to go, wheelbarrow mixing. So we're good to go for next week. Got another dumpy bag of sand as well actually. It's not all the sand I've got. Right, as promised, here is Hazza's wheat update. Now Hazza, now then.
And buddies.
Let's have a look. This is the Clarkson wheat, isn't it? And we've got a bit of a problem. So what do you reckon happened? Have you netted it?
It's supposed to be netted.
Hang on, so we don't worry about netting, let's just look at this a minute. Well, what do you reckon's happened?
Birds are eating it.
Do you think a bird's eating it? Or so they've eaten it, or is it mice or something, do you think?
I don't know.
So what have we
but
got?
Also look, this bit is
look, you can see it on the floor, look.
It's got empty cases.
Something has been eating your wheat.
Buddy.
It probably is.
There's a whole section.
Well, do you think it's mice pulling it down and eating it on the floor?
Possibly.
Look. So you got a few ears left. This is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Look, you can see where they've all. I reckon it's mice nibbling them off.
Yeah.
I reckon they've been climbing up. Look, they're all chewed off. So,
doing too well.
Are you going to harvest those soon?
Hopefully.
Buddy, are you harvesting them?
They are starting to go a bit yellow.
They are going a bit yellow, but I'm a bit worried there might not be any left soon. How many ears have you got left? You got a few.
There's this really small one.
Look, that one's. I reckon it's been chewed off. Look.
That one's. Yeah.
Look, I reckon that's chewed off. I reckon that's mice or something. Oh. Release the hound! Release the hound!
I think he said Jack.
I think that's Jack coming back. Oh. Yeah, it is. And it's raining. And it's raining. We go. That was the update on the wheat. We pinched the seeds from Clarkson's farm shop, Jeremy Clarkson's farm shop. But bit of a crop failure. So are you saving any of that to hope to grow for next year?
One thing that's upset.
I think you'll save another one because we pinched it about the same time when it was about that ripeness last time. I reckon you should harvest it early.
I'm gonna get 2 more actually.
All right, right. Crack on, everyone. Crop failure at Newhouse Farm.